another question. Hey Marty, I'm feeling pretty good. I just woke up. I woke up at 1 p.m. Like always, my classes are starting at even hours. So that means my classes are starting at the moment 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 2 a.m. Yeah. So so that meant I could chill out a little bit with my beloved wife. Also talking with her about potential deck choices and what will probably be the ban and which decks should probably be brought in the future. The conclusion was that we will, or that I will ban, but probably we will ban Shaman in the future, and bringing the following decks, which are Pirate Warrior, which is Patches Warrior, Patches Rogue, oh did I say Patches Rogue? Patches Shaman, it doesn't matter, Patches, and the fourth deck, which will probably be Reno Warlock. I'm really happy that I have the time and the possibility to spend an entire cluster building a specific deck. With the schedule I have at the moment, I do usually 7 clusters per day. So one cluster, I don't even realize that I just spent one cluster building this deck, and we will begin to play in a minute. SMORC, Smork. Always go to the face and decide the games before turn 6 or 7. Instead of skill displaying in a regular Hearthstone game for 10 to 15 turns, which might appear very long-breathed and very boring, especially with a lot of cards in your hand, you compress the entire gameplay experience into mere 5 or 6 turns. So I cannot even express how excited and enthusiastic I am about that. Well, that was the thing, right? I mean, Hearthstone games in the past, going 10 turns, a lot of struggle, a lot of cards, a lot of decisions, all this nonsense. Games which prolonged more than 10 minutes. But this is past now. We let it behind us. The future games will be 3 to 4 minutes, 5 turns. No decisions, always win, no counters. While playing this deck, I just felt a very short moment of completely brain deadness. So basically my brain completely shutting off while playing this deck. Yeah? And it's a very cool new experience because I haven't encountered that before. So maybe I should just play this. I mean, whenever I want to sleep, maybe I should just play a little bit of Pirate Warrior. We can also call it Sleep Pill Warrior from now on. Counter Insomnia Pirate Warrior. And instead of counting sheeps jumping over a fence, we can count pirates hitting our opponent in the face. Many people were questioning about my travel back or my flight back, because I flew at the day of the finals in the evening from Seed Story, and what the reasoning was for booking my flights earlier. And well, the reasoning is simply time, right? So I want to spend as much time practicing at home because I feel the most comfortable at home. I have my working setup here, my working station. So I feel much more productive if I'm at home, working at home, than being somewhere else. Reaching top 4 out of 32 people is an average 13%. If you say we have a little bit higher game skill and a little bit better decks, that might be 20%. Okay, 20% reaching the semifinals also means busting out before is 80%, right? So if I would book my flights usually on Monday, then it would mean that I would need to rebook my flight in 70-80% of the cases, and that's a lot. On the other hand, if I book my flight on Sunday evening, well, then I only have to rebook my flight in 20% of the cases. So that seems to be a much better option to me. We see each other after the break. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlog today. Again, you see myself being a little bit tired. I don't even know why that is. Maybe I didn't sleep in. Whatever. Maybe also Pirate Warrior. Yeah. But very fast games, very quick games, also interesting. So I was talking to a friend beforehand, and while it might look that I don't enjoy playing this Pirate Warrior at all, it's not exactly true. I think Pirate Warrior has indeed, and that's not ironic, interesting mechanics. Those interesting mechanics are Smorg. No, but seriously, it's different whether you always go for the board control or whether you have to calculate how much you have to go face and then you have to switch gears. One thing which is interesting is that you are also playing with your deck. In the Pirate Warrior, you sometimes don't have enough cards or sufficient cards to fill out your mana curve next turn, because you have just less cards in your hand because you already played that many. And then you have to calculate what cards your deck might deliver you in order in order to kill your opponent next turn or the turn after. So this is an interesting aspect which I also like. Sometimes it's pretty cool to just fill the board and just smash your opponent in the face with everything, and they just die turn 5. And it feels especially funny because usually we are on the other side. So you know exactly how they are struggling, thinking about how they can deploy the Reno Jackson turn 6 without dying or being dead without dying by turn 5. And they are struggling and struggling and struggling. And then you just kill them turn 5. And you're like, mwahaha, I didn't think at all. He struggled that much and still lost the game by turn 5. So yeah, it might feel just a little bit satisfying to sometimes be on the other side, because like usually we are not. Oh yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching the vlog today. Good night. Har har and good night. By the way, we are streaming another 6 hours from now on. So stay tuned and see you tomorrow.